brief impromptu plants tour today. I'm not going to really name plants, but I'm going to talk about like the kind of situation I'm creating with these, giving this property some habitat for pollinator species that are going to help the homeowners with maintenance. And the way we'll be planting is really going to help lower the maintenance as well by creating interdependent relationships between the plants and then building the soil up to a degree that the plants will thrive with a lot less inputs. I'm excited to see that, a lot of the stuff that we tried to get, we were able to, and then I made substitutions personally for my clients to make sure that we had plants that would work in place of some of the things that weren't available at the time. But this is pretty great. Today we're going to do plant layout, and we've got this main arbored patio is what I'm calling it, set up in the center. And we've got the very beginnings of the bioswales, which I'll instruct the crew on. I always go over this a lot with people because it's sort of something not a lot of people understand, but this is something that would be widened out to 18 inches or so. That's roughly 18 inches, and it would just be tapered, like it's how they have it tapered here. It would be tapered to that width, and then the depth is about right. It's about 4 inches depth. So that's something that I think a lot of people I work with are still, and clients are still, working towards an understanding of. But that's easy to do, and we have it it's at a stage where it's easy to get that corrected. And then we also used an urbanite recycled concrete that we took out of the property. This all used to be full-on concrete. We took all that out, and we are going to be filling this all the way up to the level here with the sand, because this is at the beach, so that it's nice and flat and safe to walk on. And you can also put plants in between here, but we're going to do sand. We've got some good gravel course, and then you can see that we've got the beds sort of laid out where they'll be just planting beds, and then we've got these planters built. And these are some terraced gardens. So I'm walking up to this level here, and you can see the difference in height. So we've got this upper terrace bed here and the lower terrace bed here, and this is the path through. And we'll be doing a 3/8 inch gravel for that. And yeah. Oh, and then back here, this is fantastic how it turned out. So the client wanted to have a sauna, an infrared sauna, and I did an arbor for them with the corrugated plastic to keep it, because it actually is kind of a little rainy today, to let them be able to come out here when the weather's not so great. And so we did this beautiful patio with the arbor up over it, and we get these recycled panels of this beautiful old wood, and we're using this as a screen to screen out the neighbors. So they'll be that's really a lovely feeling. And then this cute little infrared sauna that we put in for them. We're still getting things together, the door and everything, but you can see it's enough space for a couple people to sit comfortably and enjoy themselves. And now they have privacy from the neighboring property, which is just windows right down on the client's house. And this is their garage where they work. They have a business. And so yeah, it's a little quick tour. It was a plant tour. It started out and then turned into a full tour. And actually, I'm going to go into the front since I'm doing this and show you what's happening out there. So I have the urbanite pavers coming around this outdoor kitchen, and I've got the concrete top and the wood that's going to kind of turn a nice weathered gray to match the existing fencing. And like I said, this isn't finished, but then we have the pavers through here with this beautiful path, and I'll be showing them about the bioswales on either side because those are going to need to be widened. And we've got this beautiful new driveway for them to park in, and we'll be doing swales on all the different planted areas. We've got of course, the new pathway, the new entry path, the new path up there, and then these will be planting beds along the house. And then we've got the recycling and trash enclosure. And the clients elected to do just 3. We could have done 4, but they elected to do 3, so they are okay with having this extra bin out. And then we're going to be doing a top on that so that when they're standing up on the porch there, that they will not see the trash and recycling. And then this will be closed off and more just accessible to the maintenance electric meter. But what I wanted to show you was this rill. This was done a little differently than spec'd, but I still like it, and I think it still gives enough room to walk through. This feels like I wanted a little more room here, but this is still plenty of room as long as it's 2 feet, which I think that might barely be 2 feet. It was meant to taper to, you know, like a taper so that it would be smaller on this end. But either way, what we're going to do is we're going to fill this with water, and it's going to have mosquito fish, and it's going to have beautiful floating plants, and we're going to do these trellises that are there. There's a trellis and then a panel, an art panel, and they're going to be custom art panels, and they'll go kind of in between the trellises, and then we're going to do the client wanted star jasmine up on either side, and they had some, so we're just going to use what they had. So yeah, and then this is their existing outdoor shower, and we have the tub up so it's out of the way. And right now Elvis is building the trellises on either side of the window. So they're going to go up over, and the vines will kind of go up over the window. And brings us back into the main area. The climbing wall was existing. We didn't add that. We had to work around it. So anyway, there's your tour. Coming along.